What's up guys, it's wrzone, making average content for the average viewer, and today I wanted to share with you guys my highest kill win in Modern Warfare Battle Royale so far, and hopefully talk you guys through how you can win more in Warzone. Before we go on, let's see if we can hit 30 likes on this video, and if you're new here and you like this sort of average content and even averager jokes, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can appear in my next video like this absolute hero on screen now. So, the game started just like any other. I'd been playing for about 4 hours and my eyes were starting to feel drier than cinnamon covered kindling in the desert. And if you're wondering how I came up with that simile, I literally just typed in things that are dry into Google. Quality content right here. So we decided that we would just drop at IKEA here because we wanted to get straight into the action because it was going to be our last game. And like a lesbian three-way, we didn't care who went down. So, we land on the roof and my brother Fred, being the absolute ballsy legend that he is, hears people inside, so he decides he'd like to rush them. A questionable decision considering that me and Matt hadn't even looted properly yet, and he said that he just wanted that juicy bounty of loot that was inside, and who were we to stop him? Needless to say, Fred gets sent to the gulag quicker than you can say, "I told you to wait, Fred, you absolute helmet," and it's down to us to show these guys what we're all about. I get down to the ground floor and my SAS training kicks in as I begin to sweep the ground floor for enemies. Of course, when I say SAS training, what I actually mean is 12 years of Call of Duty experience and a few games of airsoft and one of paintball, but you get the point. I turn the corner and put the first guy down and thirst him like I haven't had a glass of water in a week, but his mate sees me and I duck into cover to reload. I make an absolute beast of a flank and down another one of the trio, but his mate has hurt me bad, but luckily for me, he must have been playing with his fucking tongue or something because he only manages to hit about 5 bullets out of the whole magazine that he fires. I heal up and throw a snapshot grenade and it shows that he's getting the res off on his buddy. Not on my watch, pal. I run around the corner, scar in hand, and finish the job whilst Matt comes from the original angle and takes out the other guy. We hug, we cried, we laughed. And when we decide that we better get Fred back into the action. But on our way, Matt spots an enemy truck, and this operator has somewhat of a minor aneurysm and calls it an enemy vehicle.
Enemy vehicle!
We move on. We run over to the buy station and purchase Fred and a loadout drop. Fred drops in and finally we are reunited and fully kitted, but there's no time for hugs and kisses yet. Out of nowhere, an enemy Molotov gets thrown at us and we duck back into the lockup for cover. And then, in the absolute bravest play I have ever seen in Call of Duty history, my teammates throw a smoke and absolutely book it, leaving me on my own. Thanks bros. So it's down to me. I tried to peek with my sniper, but they are closer than I thought. So I cook a hand grenade like I am Gordon fucking Ramsay and take one of the guy's armor off. He rushes me and I down him whilst Matt cleans up my sloppy seconds. It's fine, I'll let him have that one. His mate's still hiding, presumably a little shell shocked from the horror that he has just witnessed unfold in front of him. So I pop around the corner and send him straight to Valhalla. Although, let's be honest, he probably didn't go to Valhalla. He was a quivering pussy. We decide that the best course of action would be to take some high ground. We get on top of the building and start to look for our next victims. I spot a guy running about 100 metres north of our position and call out to Matt and Fred where they are, and then together we become the absolute shittest firing squad in history, hitting about 1 in every 4 shots. But it doesn't matter, because we have the high ground and these guys seem about as competent as Warzone as I am at doing anything else with my life that doesn't include sitting in front of a screen trying to please strangers on the internet. But I digress. We continue shooting like Stevie Wonder, hitting these guys here and there and knocking down their armour supplies quicker than Tesco's supply of bog roll, but we are unable to get any of them down. Luckily for us, these guys must have come first in the Darwin Awards and decide to stop dead in the middle of the airfield to pick up their loadouts. We capitalise on this weak ass mistake and I get one of them down and injure his buddy. His pal then gets the res off on the guy I downed and makes a break for the hangar. I tried to shoot him, but then I decided it would actually look much better for the thumbnail if I had higher kills. So I finished the guy that I downed and get him out of the picture once and for all. Things are getting hot now as our over the top firefighters attracted a couple of other teams to the fray like the vultures that they are, so I pop through the doors and see if I can help thin the ranks. I down one and Matt kills the other on top of the rooftop next to me. I hit another guy and break all of his armour and he runs inside where he gets killed by another squad, finishing off the poor soul that I'd downed previously. Yet another guy comes along to flank the other two teams and tries to hide behind a rock. But his cowardly attempt at third party him gets cut short as me and Fred double team him like a weird episode of Fake Taxi. Meanwhile, more fighting is going on back in the hangar as yet another team comes to join the party. We take a few pot shots through the window and I slot a guy right in the face as he tries to run away. I mean, seriously, at this point, I literally have no idea why someone hasn't come to sort us out. We were so engrossed in this senseless killing of these noobs that it would have only taken a half decent squad to run up the stairs and we would have been finished. We decide that we don't want to push our luck anymore, so we make a mad dash for some cover inside the next circle, but I have to stop for some armor plates on the way because if AIDS has taught us anything, it's that you can always find time to buy protection. We make a mad dash through the airfield and try and make it to the mirage that is a couple of little huts in a complex to wait out the coming storm. Things are getting hectic now, as the sounds of gunfire echoes all around us. I'm quivering. I try and peek over the wall to scout out the area, and as I do, Fred takes a shotgun straight to the fucking face. I scream, but I have to think fast. Enemies are everywhere, even in the fucking skies, but it's no time to lose my cool. I run around to try and save Fred, but as I turn the corner, he takes another shotgun to the face and doesn't even have the grace of the gulag to fall back on. Fuck you, I scream as I riddle Fred's adversary full of lead. I run around the corner, but I've lost him, so I duck inside the cabin with Matt to reload and take stock. Fred is crying, but I shout, "Shut up, Fred, I can't hear the footsteps." I know some people might say that this is just a game, but in the words of our Lord and Saviour Ninja, those people are weak. I slither through a little hole in the floor to see if I can get a glimpse of this little helmet's legs and decide that I might as well take Fred's money. There's nowhere even for me to spend it, but you just can't beat the feeling of having old Queen Lizzie's face so close to your scrotum. It seems as though Fred's mate is up and gone, so I head back in the cabin, but as we are about to leave, we hear the unmistakable pitter-patter of footsteps heading right towards us. We pre-aim the door, and bam! Surprise, motherfucker! We avenge Fred as Matt and I unleash all our rage into the poor guy. We gather what supplies we can off of the guy's fallen body, everything from armour to cash. I take a look round left, and then I hear something behind me. We pump him full of lead and we put him another one straight in his head, and he's down, out for the count. I'm on a 10 kill streak now and nothing can stop me. The armour I'd bought previously comes in handy as I restock, and then we decide it's time to move on. The circle's coming quickly now and we have to act fast. We run through the fields and we have no idea where anyone is, but I spot someone just to my right. We sneak. I see him, and then I shoot through the trees and put him down quicker than a fat chick who tried to sit down too fast. We run over to the lifeless corpse and scavenge everything that he has on him, but time for dilly-dally is over. The area of the final circle is more exposed than Harvey Weinstein, so we have to find cover, and fast. In the distance we see a solitary train cab, that'll have to do, but we are getting shot from across the field, so we are forced back over a small bank and into the storm. The gas catches up to us, but luckily I have a gas mask, so I've got time to think through my next move. I sprint like my life depended on it, the sky green with gas and sniper bullets whizzing past my head. My hands are shaking now, which isn't good for the aim, but I take a breath and catch up with Matt. Then, as we're just about to make it to the train, fuck! Matt gets one-shotted by a guy hiding by the rock. I go to shoot him, but he ducks behind cover and I end up taking out his mate who was running behind him. The guy who got Matt down then runs straight into the stream of my bullets and I put him out of his misery too. I get back out to finish one of the players that I downed, but I end up getting pinged from behind. The enemy rushes me and downs me and he wastes no time in thirsting me. Now at this point, honestly, I thought I was fucked. I had a self-revive, but that wasn't going to be any use to me. I was about to get ended and there was nothing I could do to stop it. But just then, a little glimmer of hope shone through the open door of the train car. You won't believe this. The guy killing me gets sniped right in front of my eyes, saving my life. I can't believe it. I heal up quickly and take great pleasure as Matey Boy gets thirsted right next to me. I just can't believe my luck. I peek around the corner to make sure the coast is clear, and then dart back outside to res Matt. We've got this. My heart is beating out of my chest at this point, and I'm pretty sure that my bumhole would have looked a lot like a bald man wearing a turtleneck. Matt gets up and we make a break for the circle. There are 5 players left alive, but we feel that we have God on our side. And if history has shown us anything, is that the side that has God on their side quite often wins. We lie down in the grass like a couple of tier 1 operator snakes and Matt drops me some armour. There are only 2 people left alive and we have the height advantage. We are on the prowl looking for these guys. I spot a guy running out in the open and take aim. I take a good chunk of his armour off with my first shot and then quickly swap to my M4 to finish the job. I sprint around the bank and absolutely laser one guy, putting him down and then swapping to the other guy and downing him. We've won! But shit. No, we haven't. One of them must have a self-revive. I rush towards them, but I only have 3 bullets. The guy manages to get his res off and gets up, downing me as he does that, but boom! Matt swoops in and finishes the day. We fucking done it. Against all the odds, we came out victorious. So there we have it, guys. My most intense and lucky win that I have had on Warzone to date. I want to say a massive thank you to my brother Fred and his friend Matt for helping me out with this win. I could not have done it without you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this type of video down in the comments. I know it's a lot different to my normal stuff, but it was a hell of a lot of fun to make, so if you enjoy it, I'll keep making this style of video. Now if you guys have been watching these videos for a while, you'll know that I like to ask a completely pointless and stupid question at the end to see who is still here. So if you made it this far, let me know by answering this question down in the comments. What would you say is the absolute best item in Warzone that you would try and get every single game? For me, it's gotta be the self-revive. Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm wrzone. Peace.